All right. Is this thing on? JK. Words of wisdom here. Let's start with that. Ooh, this is a good one. So remember, you got to bloom where you're planted. Bloom where you're planted. So that means that seeds get blown in the wind, and you didn't ask for this location or you asked to be in this position, but you just make the most of where you get, wherever you land. So bloom where you're planted. The other thing about math, food is really important. About if it doesn't look good, it doesn't smell good, you don't eat it. But in math, you guys are like, will say anything before you use logic and reasoning to answer a question. And then you're like, that doesn't even make sense. So make sure, does it look good? Does it smell good? Before you just open up your mouth and go like, so if it doesn't look good, doesn't smell good, don't eat it. So maybe you can use that. All right, let's get some math done. So identifying angles here. So there's 3 ways that are important. It's actually 4. So the first way you can name an angle is by the vertex. So remember the vertex, guys. I just got a new pen. Thank you, Miss Miller. Shout out to her. She's the one that hooked me up with this pen. So this one you could do, that would be angle H, and that's by the vertex. You can also do it by the numeric term. So numeric term in the interior. So this would be, so it would be angle 1. Okay. So you can do endpoint. I'll move this up. Endpoint with. It's actually endpoints with vertex. So remember, when you're naming an angle, the vertex is always in the middle. So this would be angle FHG. You can also reverse the endpoints. So we can say angle GHF. And you notice that no matter what, the vertex is in the middle. Naming angle, so if we counted those as 2, that would be 4 different ways there. So draw your own angle. So we're going to do acute angle here. Vertex is E. It's going to be where the 2 rays come together. And then we have D, E, and then we have F. So that's DEF. You notice here that the vertex is D. That's where the 2 rays come together. You have F, D, E. And this would be angle 3 in the interior, which doesn't belong. So remember that we have angle Y, angle XYZ, XYZ. We have angle ZYX. We have angle 3, and then you have angle YXZ. So which one do you guys think doesn't belong? Sorry about that. So we have Y, the vertex here, Y, the vertex here, and X, the vertex here. And then how do you know? All right, so pause the video there to kind of give you an illustration with some colors. You'll notice that we talked about the different ways to name an angle. So XYZ, the vertex is Y. ZYX, the vertex is Y. Angle 3, that's a numeric term, still have the angle Y. You notice that the vertex here is X. That's angle YXZ. So that would be the one that's different, which doesn't belong. So answer there is going to be here. So that's how we know. It's talking about totally different angle. First 3, the exact same angle, just different ways to name it. Whoops. All right, so I'll skip the second page because they're really easy, and I can help you guys in class. But I think going through the first page there, you guys will get those. All right, so looking at these questions right here, these are really good for the math ones. So let's look at this one right here. So what's the value of X? So we have angle split up into 2. So we have part of an angle, and then the whole. So remember, that's angle addition. So we take the 2 angles, so that's P. Oh man, I don't know what happened. P plus P equals W. So x minus 25 is a part, plus x minus 15 equals 50. So combine the numeric terms, x and x is 2x. Minus 25 minus 15, that's, combine those is 40. Anytime we jump the equal sign, we do the opposite. So that's 90. Anytime you do the opposite, anytime you want to undo in algebra, you do the opposite multiplication, division. So x is 45. So that gives us 45 minus 25 is 20. And 45 minus 10 is 35. So 30 plus 20 is 50. We just checked it. Good job. So remember, really important to identify symbols in geometry. So so you have the box there is 90. Remember, straight lines is 180. So this angle, the x plus 12 has to be 90 because 90 plus 90 is 180. So we can just set the x plus 12, which is an expression, equal to 90 minus 12 minus 12. Jump the equal sign. Remember, you do the opposite. So 90 minus 10 is 80. Minus 2 is 78. So remember, when you're looking at example over here, is that, remember, complementary, that's a drop and hint in that two angles add together equal 90 degrees. You'll notice that they share the same vertex B. And so we have written by expressions. So what's the measure of angle ABD? So 1, it'd be good to draw a picture. We know that they have to add up to 90. We know B is the vertex. So we could do ABD and then CBD. All right, so we have, so all you have to do is take the two, so you have the first expression, and then we add it to the second expression, and then we set equal to 90, you solve your algebra 1. So that's how you do it there. This is a good example. So this is the crisscross, and those are vertical angles. And they're congruent to each other. That's P equals P. So you just take here the two expressions, 2x plus 32. Set them equal to each other, 3x plus 16. And just solve your algebra 1 there. So these are a good example of a linear pair. So they both share vertex C. There's our common side. And then you'll notice that opposite rays there, create a straight line. So this is the 2x. So you add them together, add the expressions, and then you set it equal to 180. So remember, linear pair, I'm gonna write LP, part, we're back, sorry guys. Part plus part is equal to 180. So remember, dropping a hint here, vertical angles go to P equals P. So this is a good example here of adjacent angles. Wants to find, remember, M means the measure of angle DAE. So they want us to find this angle here. So what we can do is they give us the entire angle. So that would be the whole part. So we can take 4x plus 1 plus 9, 4x minus 16 plus 3 equals, and then the whole is 140. And then, sorry, I lost that. So it equals 140. You solve your algebra 1. Running out of time, guys. So to the next video.